I'm Izzy, and I'm one of the members at Lehigh Valley Barbell. Let's just wing it.
Yeah. So, I'm interviewing Izzy Cowell today. She's from Lehigh Valley Barbell.
Okay?
Yeah.
She's just gonna send it.
Yeah, like we're just going live with this right now.
Oh. When I was a kid, I was pretty conservative, pretty shy. Like I was always like attached to my mom's hip. I have a younger sister, 2 years younger. She was more the outgoing, very outspoken, always had she made friends really easily. So I was never really into any sports. I was more of the artsy kid. I feel like the quiet kids are always the artsy kid. I was into drawing. I love to read. I always had a camera in my hand. I was always making plays with my one childhood friend. We always made plays with our little dolls and stuff.
Yeah.
So
what kind of plays?
My Beanie Baby plays. That were 2 hours that we made our parents watch, and they're like, "Dear God, kill me now." More into the fine arts and also film too, which kind of transitioned into me going to school for film.
Okay. Where'd you go to school?
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool
Yeah.
story, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Is it hot in here? Why am I burning up right now?
Yeah. Well, where'd you go to school?
Don't say it again. Okay. I went to school at Northampton Community College just to see if I would like it for radio and television production.
Okay.
And then I realized that I really loved the TV production part of that program, so then I went to Temple University in Philly.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, I went to school.
So you went to school at Temple?
Just answer for me. So I went to school for film and media arts for my second 2 years, and then after I graduated, literally maybe 2 weeks after I graduated, I had $600 in 2 suitcases, and I moved to Los Angeles, where I worked in the film industry for about 2.5 years.
What did you do in the film industry?
I started off as a production assistant. My first project that I worked on was a low-budget horror movie, and I was a production assistant. So I learned a lot that I didn't learn in school. Basically, a production assistant it's kind of an entry-level job. A lot of people start off as a production assistant, and so I started off doing that, and then I moved my way up working as an assistant director. And basically that they do a lot of working with the main actors. So some of the stuff that I worked on was Gone Girl, Taken 3. I worked on I really tried to hold that in. I was hold it in, girl. Hold it in. Some of the projects that I worked on Taken 3, Gone Girl. I worked on some of the projects I just want to get through this line. I worked on Gone Girl, I worked on Taken 3. I also worked on this documentary that was, I don't remember. I worked on a documentary where I got to work with Tom Hanks.
Oh, wow.
So you look the other way.
I was looking for him.
Which is pretty cool because wait, actually, it's Tom Hanks, everybody. Calm down.
You were born and raised in PA?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Pennsylvania. I decided to move back because it was difficult because it was a lot of freelance work. And every time you look away.
Do I look sweaty? I feel so sweaty right now. I'm just what is the audience thinking of me?
I decided to move back to Pennsylvania because like freelance work was kind of difficult because you never really knew where your next paycheck was, so I decided to move back home. Which, when I was out in California, I actually met somebody on a TV set who was talking to me about CrossFit, and so I was always interested in joining CrossFit, but I was kind of intimidated by it because I knew I was never like an athletic person. Me being an athlete, I went to like a soccer tryout and I quit in the first 5 minutes because I was scared.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, like while I was out in California, I gained like a decent amount of weight, so I decided to lose some weight, and I didn't really know how to go about doing it. So like I went to like it was LA Fitness out there, so I ran like a lot because I think when most people think about fitness, they think, oh, I need to do a lot of cardio in order to become like lose weight or to become more in shape. So I did that. One of the owners at the CrossFit gym I went to, she actually introduced me to John and Chloe because she saw like I might have had like some type of potential doing their barbell club, and I did their first like 3-day trial there, and everyone was really welcoming there, like, but I was still like really intimidated to do it because when I looked around, like everyone was so much better than me, and I was like, oh, I'm never gonna be like that. I joined Lehigh Valley Barbell because I felt like I was missing the strength part when I was doing CrossFit, so I decided to join them in order to help me out with that. But even within the first 2 weeks I was there, I realized like how much I really enjoyed being there more, and I felt like that was more for me, and I felt more passionate about it than I did with like CrossFit. You know what I mean? Like CrossFit was more, I was doing it to get in shape. This one, like it meant something more to me.
Like your cheese addiction.
I do have a cheese addiction. I have to like, I buy my family size box all the time, and I could probably finish that in a week. I work for an electric company in New Jersey where I read people's electric meters so they can be billed. It requires a lot of walking. So, and I feel like when I talk to my other coworkers, like they're always talking about like how tired they are and like how much their legs are like really sore. But I feel like I kind of like have an advantage being at this gym because like thinking from an outside perspective, like someone like me in this instance, before I even joined, I was like super intimidated by joining because I don't have an athletic background. Like I never did sports growing up, so like what business do I have going into this gym and like doing, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I think being able to identify with someone and seeing like, oh my god, like they're just like me, like I don't have an athletic background, I don't do sports, or like I'm, you know, a lot older, because like you see like a lot of these young kids coming in, like I'm 27 and I'm like, why should I be doing this? Like I'm like way past like that age where
like your prime.
Right, exactly. So like why should I join? And but you can get better by like it doesn't, like age doesn't really have, like it doesn't define you.
Yeah, it's good.
A lot of the time like I look at some of these athletes and like I hear their background story, like there's like two in particular, like they didn't have an athletic background. I mean, they came from like a farm, so they're just naturally like beasts. But like a lot, like there are some athletes, they don't really come from an athletic background. And like I know Morgan King, she started weightlifting when she was 27 and she made the Olympics, and like that's really inspiring, I think, to see. Like we need more stories that are like that. We need, you know, more people talking about that, because it brings more people, it gives people confidence to come in and like try it out. So
yeah, that's a good point. Like everyone wants like a quick change, you know, everyone wants like that 12-week summer body,
right? And
like everyone wants like, you know, like these transformations, and they don't understand that like there is like more bad days than good. But the fact that we have a family to support the bad days, it makes the better days even better.
Exactly, you know? and that's why like I really enjoy Lehigh Valley Barbell, because it doesn't matter. Like the people here have seen me at my worst, they have seen me at my best, they have seen me like those mediocre days that like you you just kind of grind through. It's boring, but like you still have to do it. But like no matter what, like I could be doing 50%, I can be doing 110%, and like the people there, they're just like, that was awesome, like that's great. And sometimes that's just like all you need too. Like it's really inspiring, and that's like one of the main reasons why I like love this place. But like here, it's continuous. Like there's no really end goal, and like we have like these programs, and you can better yourself like every day. Like whether it doesn't really necessarily mean like you're PRing every day, but like I mean, like I've had days where one day I can't like hit a certain lift, or it just doesn't feel right, and you know it sucks. Like you go home and you're really disappointed, but then the next day, like you kind of have to put that in the past and like say that's just one day, and then you come in and you surprise yourself and you completely like knock it out of the park, and then some maybe. Like I go to the gym and I like to like come home and hang out with my dogs, but like on the weekends, like I spend a lot of my time either catching up with like friends I don't normally get to see during the week because I'm, you know, at work or at the gym, and then I go home and I literally eat dinner and I go to bed. But like on the weekends I catch up with my friends, I see my family that I don't normally get to see. I enjoy a nice cold beer. I spend a lot of time with my dogs, going to the dog park, going on hikes. I like to go out and try new foods. Like I love, for some reason, I get this excitement of like going to like a new restaurant or just any type of restaurant, and I love trying new foods. I just like to eat cheeseburgers. I'm not even kidding. I can go anywhere and eat a cheeseburger. Everyone gets mad at me because they're like, "Can't you try something new?" And I'm like, "I like what I like."